All right, everybody, welcome back to Word with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. Today, ladies and gentlemen, look here. I know y'all know the gentleman over here to my right, y'all left, or y'all left my right. I don't know how y'all looking at this right now, but the gentleman that you see next to me here is no stranger to the show, okay? We love repeats around here, okay? So, man, welcome him back. The Alvin Garrett, ladies and gentlemen, from B-Ham.
I hear him screaming. What's up, baby?
Come on now, man. Look here. Y'all better ask somebody now. Okay. So look, last time you was here, man, likeness of love, okay? But you back. You back. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, he back. He is back. And we gonna play a little bit of it in a minute, but Till I Get Back to You is your latest single. And you have a visual for it, which is stunning, ladies and gentlemen. It just really puts everything together. Can you just talk a little bit about this single and how it all came together, please?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for having me here tonight. Thank you for having me here. You know, I'm an old church boy. You know, you have to say, well, first before I get started, give it honor.
Come on now.
Much respect for the opportunity to talk to you tonight and everybody that's supporting you. And the new record, Till I Get Back to You. Man, it's fresh. It's grown like my hair, you know. My hair's grown since the likeness of love.
Yes, it has.
The music, it has grown too. And this song, which is the lead single from my next album that I'll be releasing later this summer. We'll talk more about that. It has grown. It's more aggressive. It's impactful. It's Alvin grown. You know what I mean? And I'm excited about people hearing it. We just found out that we crossed over into the top 20 on the R&B Billboard charts with this record. And that is very exciting. And we hitting it with a bullet. And just exciting things are starting to happen with this new single.
Okay, look here. I love it. And as I said, I've listened to it. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what? We're going to bless y'all with a little taste. Okay, we ain't gonna give y'all the whole thing now, but we gonna give y'all that little sample. Okay, so sir, if you wouldn't mind cueing that music and letting these lovely people hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce you, and most of all, let us get back to you until I get back to you.
I'm looking in the mirror of my mind, I can see your arms wrapped around me. I know it's gonna be a long time before I'm back where I wanna be. I've been a little fragile for a while and I'm trying not to let it break me. I'm all by myself, the only thing that helps is the taste of your sweet memory. I just want you to know you're the reason I will never let go. And I've been thinking about you. So I've been thinking about you. That's how I get through. Till I get back to you. Till I get back. To all of your kisses, get back. To all I've been missing about you. I'll be thinking about you. Like a hey girl, I'm lost, but I'm counting down the days. I should be a river running straight through your heart, but it seems like I'm running through a maze. The only thing keeping these walls from closing in is a picture of your beautiful face. I'm dreaming of your eyes, I'm trying to survive, but your love is what it's gonna take. I just want you to see you're the reason I continue to breathe. Said I've been thinking about you. Said I've been thinking about you. That's how I get through. Till I get back to you.
ladies and gentlemen, as I said, look, vocals, okay? Vocals, all right? Inspirational soul. There it is. I mean, don't blame me, you know what I'm saying? Talk to the man with the talent, okay? So look here, brother. I want to talk to you for a second because, man, singer, songwriter, you have worked with some of the best, okay? You have songs with like some of the best, okay? Look, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all ain't heard the song with him and Ruben Studdard, y'all need to go check that out. Spotify people, run those frames up. Anyway, AlvinGarrett.com, I'm just saying. Anyway, but no, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
And this question sort of has to do with everyone talking about the BET Awards, this past week, right?
Okay.
You, sir, you've been on many different, award shows, Dove, Stellar, Soul Train, just to name a few, and you sort of know how things run, so you know that there's a certain style. We are living in a different day and age now, where some people feel as if certain performers or singers, they're just getting famous off TikTok versus having real skill. So I want to ask the question to you, and your honest opinion. Is it really more about the voice, or is it really about possessing skill when it comes to singing?
When it comes to singing, well, it has to be both. You know what I mean? It's like having a car with no gas in it. You can have gas but no car. You can have a car with no gas. Like they go together. They go together. And for me, even as a producer, I've worked with some people who have amazing cars, but it's how we use the voice that gives it the gas, right? That makes it move. And sometimes you have singers with amazing voices who do too much or do too little, or they don't tell a story with the way they sing. You know what I mean? They may not tell a story with the ad lib. They may over sing in certain parts, or they may not fit within the space, or may not catch enough breath to make me feel the chills. Sometimes I need you to breathe right there, or let that like that. So it's what you do with the tool that makes the difference, right? So as a vocalist, I've never been one that's going to, I'm a beast, I'm gonna outrun you. No, I'm not going to do all that.
Right.
It's about how I use the voice that I have. Now, you have to have voice. You have to have, a special voice, or one that you can control that people want to listen to no matter what you do with it. So it is a combination of both. And to address what you're saying about like the TikTok age and the digital world, people becoming famous, I don't knock it at all. I don't, I'm not super duper young. I don't know. I know that's not my journey, but I was around. You mentioned earlier a song with a guy named Ruben Studdard. Well, he won a talent show and became famous pretty much overnight. Didn't knock that either. My journey is taking, a different path. And so I say, when you're on this side of the conversation, if you can control your destiny, control it. If you can't, you roll with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth of it. And some of these, artists in this younger generation, they can move fast by going viral, but can you stay long? That is the question. Can you stay long? Now,
come on now, bro. I mean, but you make a valid point. You make a valid point because and so look, I'm not even going to stay in that lane. I'm going to bring it over here, man. Even somewhat gospel, because you have people who really want to get into the game to really give their talents to the look here, I want to sing. Singing is what I do. I love to sing. So
right.
Alvin, look here. I'm gonna go with it with what you will. But then there are some, man, you know, I'm gonna do it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can make a way and I can provide, which it's not bad, you know, but the dedication may not be there. And that can be in any type of artist, you know what I'm saying? People, you know, they have different motives for doing what you know, for doing whatever it is they, you know, that they do. So, you know, I just think sometimes, like, you know, we just need to be mindful, you know, of people's motives. And as you said, cars with no gas, gas, no cars, but learning how to, you know, like, use the tool that you've been given. And as you said, you pointed out some great things as a producer that I don't really think a lot of people really pay attention to. Sometimes knowing when to breathe, knowing when to let the track breathe. Okay, man, you know what? Let's do like a 3-beat right there, man. Okay, boom. All right, so you come back in there, you know, I may need you to do a higher pitch ad lib. You know, your ad lib may be too low. Or, you know what, we may not need that right there. You might want to do that. No, you know, so those look, man, there's a science. So
it is a science to it. And like, you know, to go back to what you said about, you know, artists having different motivations, you know, and performers having different motivations. You know, I've done it long enough to just say, hey, it is a fluid process for each person that decides to do this. You know what I mean? Like for me, I wasn't born with the desire to be a professional singer. I wasn't. You know, I started off on bass guitar at 11. You know, I was into sports. I wanted to be a music business guy. You know, I went to college for business. I didn't even study music. I didn't. And, you know, I had no thoughts whatsoever up until about 2010 that I would ever step out in front of a mic, right? I was like, what? I'm a songwriter. I define myself by everything but that. And I did do it for the love of it. And I had every intention of taking care of my life, making money doing it. So it was a blend of both for me. But I never thought, I would fall in love with the mic on the front because I was cool writing and making other people, you know, basically that was my vehicle. And so when I discovered the love of standing out and singing my own songs for myself, that began a different journey. I had to hire a vocal coach. You know what I mean? I had to invest in understanding this new instrument because bass was an instrument I knew from when my hands were small, but I never paid attention to this. I didn't understand, you know, what an inflamed vocal cord felt like. I didn't know what that felt like, what foods and hydration, how that would affect my ability to sing. So I had to learn it to a point where people think I was born with it. I had to work on it to a point where now people think, man, you must have been doing this your whole life. No, I decided that I wanted to do it and I put in the work to get good enough to fool you.
Hey man, look here. Yes, you have, because it's like I said before, you know, and I'm just gonna let the people know, you know, we were talking before we even got started, and as I said, you know, I know the comparisons to Al Green and, you know, Sam Cooke, you know, are there, but as I said before, man, brother, like this single Till I Get Back to You just hits so strong. It's such a, like, man, like soul powered, strong, like record in my eyes that, like, I can put you in these times with like these greats and you're holding your own. Like I said, it's gonna be a fight, y'all. I don't know who's going on last. Somebody gotta go on last, but I don't know who gonna go. Man, look at, I mean,
and you know what's crazy, Todd? Like
I don't know.
There was a time that I would have been intimidated to go into that room where I thought everybody else was better than me. But now I'm like, let's go. And that's not a cocky thing. That's like, I know my punches.
well,
I know my punches now. I know my voice. I know what I bring to the room, and bring your best you. Bring the best you. And it's not a competition, but I know I've gotten to that place where I'm not afraid to go into that room and be me. And that's really the journey. Like, to be honest, that's the journey that says, you know, can you get to a place, you know, even if you are just came out the womb with just born with it. You know, you hear those singers that you like, oh my God, they can,
Right.
they can do anything. But then what about the rest of it? You got to get the rest of it. You got to get that thing that connects to that listener. And for some people, that might be TikTok. They might just love to see you on TikTok. Well, that's your thing. You got it. Right. And so that's the beautiful part of it all, my brother, is that there is no cookie cutter way to get to the place where someone like you would say to me that I love your music and that I respect you as an artist and a vocalist. There's no one way to get to that point. And I respect it. I treasure every time anybody says with the types of things that you're saying to me and that you're sharing with your followers about me and sharing with them. And hopefully they feel the same way.
Well, look here. I'm just going to say this. Look, I mean, people, y'all know I'm not a threatening man. That's not what I do. But I mean, I am going to try to persuade you, you know, not forcibly, but I mean, I will like say seriously, you know, go check it out, listen for yourself, leave a comment, you know, let him know what it is that you think of it. Me personally, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, power soul. Okay. That's what we need, but on a smooth tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, upbeat, but not hitting you over the head.
Right.
Okay? And you understand what I'm saying? Like, man, you have certain songs, you know, they can be smooth and a little upbeat, but man, they can do, sometimes they can do just a little bit too much. Like, okay, brother, like, you got a remix.
Right.
I mean, is there a special jazz mix to this? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but no. Okay, so we're gonna keep this train moving. And I know last time you were on the show, we talked a little bit about some of the endeavors that you have outside of producing music, like The Right Life. Can we talk a little bit about that? And for those who just may not be familiar, can you just reintroduce what it is The Right Life does and how it got started?
Absolutely, man. I appreciate the opportunity to share what I say is my cause. And I work with at-risk youth and young adults in Alabama, Birmingham, primarily, that may have been impacted by the justice system in some way, form, or another, or may have dropped out of school and just experiencing the toughest of circumstances. And through music, and through this program that I developed, which is a songwriting therapy program called The Right Life, taking the same skills and process that I've used with a lot of the major artists that I've worked with, but bringing into an environment to help people who love or are connected to music find community, collaboration, conflict resolution, all through the platform of music. And it is a beautiful process, has been a beautiful process, and even allowed me to grow within the agency that introduced the program, the Dannon Project, which is a prison reentry program. And now I'm working in even deeper capacities in terms of helping the agency to grow and expand into other areas. And that's one of the things that has really inspired my next project, to be honest. And now with the next album, we're going to be doing a lot of wonderful multimedia projects with it. The album is called Songs for the Yard, SFTY, and it's been inspired by my experiences serving people who have been, you know, impacted by the justice system, and just finding and learning more about myself through serving other people. And you know, what you say, incarceration is not just a physical thing. You know what I'm saying? The mental health challenges that we have, that's a form of incarceration. You know what I mean? It, of course, not to create an equivalence.
Well, no. I mean, but I hear what you're saying. Come on.
But figuratively,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What does it mean to want to be free, to search for freedom, or to search to redefine yourself from who you used to be, or to pay your taxes and your tithes, and they still take your pride, right? That time. You know what I'm saying? With this cancel culture out here, or the types of things that are going on that make people feel trapped. Like, I have an opinion, but I don't want to lose my job. And so I've given up and lost freedom of speech. Those are incarcerating feelings that people have but may not know how to express. Well, that's the inspiration through this project, all of which I discovered working with this program, thinking that I'm giving, but then they were giving so much to me. You know, so I'm very excited. And actually, if you listen closely to Till I Get Back to You, imagine someone being locked up thinking about their old lady on the other side of the bars.
Come on, man.
See?
Right. Oh, come on, dude. Right. I mean, well, no, like the things you're saying in it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, about being wrapped up, like hugged up or what have you. Yeah, man, come on, man. Like
in your mind, like in your mind, like hang on, hold on for me. So it really goes back to like the whole project, the music. It had an inspiration that I was not expecting. And so that's why it's so different than the lightness of love. And when people jump into it, and even with this song, you'll feel a different edge to it. You feel a different edge. Like you said, it's there. So I'm really, really excited about what's next for me with the music portion, and certainly bringing attention to not the problem, but the successes, right? We don't hear enough about the success, because what ends up happening for people who are being told, put the guns down, don't do all of that stuff, is what happens when I make a good decision. What's on the other side of a good decision for most people? You think about that. What's on the other side of me actually doing what you told me to do? And oftentimes it's blank. And so what I do, and what I'm honored to do here at home and everywhere that we go, is put something on the other side of that good decision, a deliverable that says, if you put down the guns and pick up this trade, there's a job. There's a formula that you actually can partake in to get out of your situation. And I think we have too much narrative and not enough deliverables out here. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's easy to talk about it, but what's on the other side of a good decision? And that really motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing, is to say, hey, let me make sure that if you make a good choice, that I can put something in your hand. And to bring that back to music, you know, when we come to that studio with an idea, my job for myself and for anybody I'm working with is to put the best result in your hand, to get it out your head. And that is a process. I call it wizardry. Wizardry, you know. But that's what we need out here, man. You have to show this generation, young people, and not just for young people, adults who have known poverty, but have not seen good decisions pay off. And that's just the truth.
That's real.
That's the truth. Good decisions don't always pay off. But we have to actively change that.
I love it. Knowledge, man. Come on, y'all. Look, Dannon Project, shout out to y'all. Look at The Right Life, ladies and gentlemen. Man, support. Okay, man. Support. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay, look at. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and plug this part. But if people, man, want to get in contact with you, they want to hear more of this good music, and just know more about Alvin Garrett, the person, artist, songwriter, what have you, producer, how can they do so?
Like you said, AlvinGarrett.com. AlvinGarrett.com is the first place to go. Social media is the Alvin Garrett, not that Alvin Garrett.
The Alvin Garrett.
Alvin Garrett. Yes, on all your social media platforms that you use, and streaming, just look up Alvin Garrett, not Alvin and the Chipmunks. I love them, but not them. Alvin Garrett, and just dig into the crate of what I believe is a wonderful catalog once you discover it, and just go all the way back to 2012 and just follow this journey up to right now with Till I Get Back to You. as you sit and follow in a wait for safety. SFTY coming later this summer, and I'm gonna make sure that you know, and you can tell everybody all about it.
Songs for the yard, y'all. Safety. Y'all better, look here. Stop it now. Stop it. Okay. So look here, brother. Look, I know the last time you was on here, I hit you with the traditional question, what is the one word that best describes you? You gave us wonderful, explanations. But I'm not gonna hit you with that.
Oh.
I'm gonna hit you with something totally different, brother. And this is just, man, I'm just gonna wrap everything up that we've been talking about. So your mission, like just in what it is that you do musically, outside of music, the right life, working with the Denon Project, getting people on track, trying to get their lives turned around, offering deliverables instead of talk. I'm offering solutions. This is how we can get out of this. Okay.
Right.
When it's all said and done, all right, as I like to say, when like life's movie has to end and it's all said and done, Alvin Garrett will be talked about, or as I say, leaving empty. Because when you leave empty, that's it. You have nothing to take with you. What will be the story of Alvin Garrett? What do you want that story to be?
Well, I'll tell you what has resonated with me up to this point that made it all make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thus far as when people say your music saved my life. When they say your song stopped me from ending my life, your song gave me hope. And when it's all said and done, if the life I live, the music I make, and everything I stand for, I won't be liked by everybody because I'm not liked or loved by everybody. But for those who are touched by me, I want to change their life in a way that is impactful forever. And I can say that I've experienced it. I know what that feels like when somebody says you have played a role in turning my life around. And when it's all said and done for me, I want people to say that I dove all into that mission, to say that I want my life to change another life. And all success that I gain, I say as I elevate, I uplift. I have no desire to reach the clouds and my feet come off the ground. You feel? So I want to stay rooted and grounded so that I'm reachable enough to uplift someone else so that they can do the same. And that's how we make life matter, And so for me, that's what I dream of, to look down and say that someone says, Alvin Garrett taught me this. Alvin Garrett made me believe this. Alvin Garrett was the reason I stopped hitting somebody and started hugging somebody. Alvin Garrett was the reason why, fill in the blank. And maybe not the only reason, but one of the reasons that somebody's life is better.
Okay. I like that. And you are well on your way. I feel like you're already doing that. Like, as I said, with the right life, just working with people, even like artists, like you never know. You talking to an artist about something like so trivial or what have you, okay, like you brought that up. Okay, great. But I needed to hear that because I'm going through X, Y, and Z today, but you brought me back to a place where I needed to be. So,
right.
Yeah, hey man, okay, it is. There it is, y'all. Okay, look. Man, no, hey, look here, brother. I appreciate it, and man, sometimes we get deep around here, man, because look, you just gotta ask those questions because I'm not one of those dudes. You're not gonna come on my platform. We're not gonna gossip. I don't care about all that other stuff. I want to know what's going on with you and what you have to give, and as you said, deliverables, please.
The word of the night.
Deliverables. Okay. AKA solution based. There it is. I gave y'all two. Boom. All right.
There you go.
But no, brother, man, look here. You know, I really appreciate this. I appreciate you blessing us again with your presence, man. Once again, safety, ladies and gentlemen, coming later on this segment. Safety, Songs for the Yard, SLPY.
Follow me to safety. Go to at the Alvin Garrett and follow the journey because it's going down. It's going down. Starting with Till I Get Back to You.
Man, look, check it out, people. The visuals, YouTube music is on there. Just click, boom, it's there. Please type in the name. It's right there. So I'll have it, man. Boom, there it is. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Word with Ty Brownlow. I've been your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. You can follow me, all social media platforms, Word with Ty Brownlow. You can go to my website, tybrownlow.com. Get this wonderful interview, plus other great interviews. The Alvin Garrett. We out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.